Hello and welcome to the Knitty Kitties channel, and I'm Any Art Netty. Now today we're going with a Kitties cat theme again. I'm going to be drawing my two cats, Fluffy and Toki, as movie characters. So the ones I've chosen for this video are Fluffy, he's a boy, as the Terminator, and Toki, who's a little girl, as Harley Quinn from the Batman comics. So first thing I'm going to do is ink these in, and I'll tell you a bit about my two cats. Now first off we've got Fluffy. He's nearly the size of a Maine Coon. He's 12 years old, actually he's just turned 13 actually this month, March. So he's 13. Now I've had him since he was a kitten. He could fit in my hand day one, and by the end of the first week he couldn't, he was too big. Well, he's a lot bigger than my hand, so he grew within that first week. He started off, he had very blue eyes and they're more like a greeny olive colour now. So he's a very naughty cat, he's very boisterous, and he's done some naughty things. For example, we used to live by a chip shop, or a chippy as it's known in Britain, and we caught him one day. He came back over the fence with a big a cod in batter in his mouth. If you can think, he's nearly the size of a Maine Coon. He does have like the mouth of, say, like a little dog. So he's carrying this, and we were trying to get it off him and he was growling. There was one Christmas morning when we let him out, and there was another street at the back of ours, and he came running through the fence. I've never seen him run so quick, and he had someone's turkey leg in his mouth. So that ruined someone's Christmas dinner. Yeah, he's very naughty. Also, he's a bit of a biter. I think the reason behind it is it's not that he's been treated badly or anything like that, because he was my dad's cat, but since my dad passed away, me and my partner have moved in together and he's our cat now. But we don't know who his father was. We know his mother was a Persian blue cat, but no idea who the father is, because the mum used to kind of go off out because it was an outdoor cat, and then come back and she was pregnant. So the lady we got him off tried to find out who his dad was, if there was any idea. She reckoned it was what do you call it? I can't remember what you call it, but not a stray, but a wild cat. You know, one that's not got a home. Feral is the word I'm looking for. I'm so sorry. Waffling away, but yeah, kind of like a feral cat, and it'd explain he's got like a lot of feral in him. So I thought he really suits being the Terminator, because it just suits his kind of personality. And this is him with the gun in his hand when I haven't fed him on time. A lot of the time you'll find him by his bowl and he's demanding food. You could feed him, and 20 minutes later he'd be like, well, that was my starter, where's the main course? But all in all, he's a very lovely cat. He's got a very soft fur. We'll put some pictures up at the end of the video so you can get more acquainted with both of them and see what they're like. I usually put a lot of pictures of them up on social media, like not so much the Facebook page Any Art Netty, but more so the Twitter and Instagram. and I'll pop some links down in the description so you can see that as well, and I do post all my art on there. So I've just got some whiskers left to put on him. So I hope that gives you a bit of an impression of what Fluffy's like. Yeah, he's very boisterous, but he is very loving as well. Oh, I just missed a bit of his glove. And his tail. He's got a massive bushy tail. He's like a furry black colour. And he's got massive paws as well. So some claws coming out of there. And just finish off that gun. There we go. So I'll colour him in a bit and we'll rub out the pencil lines that I've done as a guide. So next we've got Toki as Harley Quinn. Now, I first got acquainted with her because she was my, at the time, my boyfriend, now fiance's cat, John. I think she's like 12 years old, something like that. But she only looks like a kitten because she's so small. But I think I may or may not have fattened her up a bit since now I know. Giving her treats and stuff like that. But she's more shy than Fluffy. It was quite hard to get to know her, but now she sits on my chest and she purrs. She's got a lovely purr and purrs away there, and yeah, she's very nice. I really like her. I like all cats, mine though. But yeah, I just can't believe how tiny she is. And she's got this like, I've tried to do it in the drawing without making her look too derpy, but she's got like a little chin that sticks out. If you look especially at side profile, you see it. Her chin sticks out. And she's very cute. So I thought she suited the Harley Quinn as well, because she can be rather naughty. She's more of a biscuit fan than a you know, the cat food from the pouches. She does like biscuits, and she likes the little water fountain that they both share. As for them getting on, when we first started living together, she was very, well, that's my mum, not yours, to Fluffy. I just like to imagine what they're thinking. It's a bit daft, but I just really like animals. But yeah, she's like, well, that's mummy, who are you? And Fluffy's like, well, this is my mum. And they both were quite jealous of each other. Of course, John loves both of them, and there's a bit of competition going on, you could tell, between the two of them. But as far as I'm concerned, I love them both. And they kind of, I wouldn't say they got on famously, but they tolerate each other, let's say that. They do that little thing where they touch noses and kind of sniff at it. That's the cat version of a kiss, I believe. They do that, and then Toki kind of gets a bit, and she's like, oh, I don't want to be friends with you, but I'll kind of hang around if there's food. They both seem to act quite cute together. Is the best way I can describe what they're like, really. But as for, no, I don't think they love each other, but they get along. They tend to sit like bookends. rather than together, like one is one side of the window and one's the other side of the window. That's kind of the setup they go for, but I've never seen them sit really, really close together. It's always like one side of the couch and the other side of the couch. Yeah, so that's Toki anyway. She's named after, if you've seen a cartoon called Metalocalypse, it's based on a band called Def Clock. Yeah, Metalocalypse, I can't say it properly. Those who know the cartoon will know what I mean, and they'll be tutting when they watch this. It's not pronounced like that, but yeah, it's a brilliant cartoon. There's Squiscar, Toki Wartooth, who Toki's named after, Nathan Explosion, and I can't remember what's the fellow with the lisp. I can't remember his name. I think it's name. Yeah. I know what it is. John's just whispered it to me. Murderface. Murderface. That's it. Now, for the sake of telling you about this, I'll lead into that with I'm a Redbubble fan artist on Redbubble, and they used to kind of send in art, and one of them is Def Clock, and they can sell it on Redbubble, and you get so much. Say it's a mug for £10, you get like £1.20 or something like that. And I did a design for Def Clock of the phone that they've got, and it got accepted, and somebody bought it in, I think, America. So whoever that is, if just on the off chance that you're watching, well, thank you whoever it was. But it was unexpected, and yeah, they accepted it, and it's on sale on the Redbubble along with a few bits of art. I haven't got much on there, so I should really do a bit more on that. So yeah, I've got some Def Clock, what do you call it, fan art, Def Clock fan art on there for sale. I'll put a link for that as well in the description. So let's just rub out all these pens. Oh, that wasn't very clever, was it? Let's just rub out all these pencil lines. Always does that. And you get a big mark on the paper. So apparently these are, just to tell you a bit about these pens, the STA brand. I don't know if you've heard of them, but they're on the package. It says they're water-based, alcohol-resistant. So if you've watched my channel in the past, you'll see I use a lot of coloured pencil. It's usually what I use. I do for my Redbubble use alcohol markers. I don't use Copic. I seem to be one of the few that doesn't use Copic. Seems everybody does. I use Spectrum Noir alcohol markers. I think that's got rid of all the pencil marks. So we'll start off with Fluffy and then go to Toki. Do you know what? I've missed her whiskers. So Fluffy. So Arnie's got some little mark on his glasses, CSM 101. I'll try and replicate that. I'm going to do it across there. I didn't have room. So these are the ones I'm using, Spectrum Noir. They've brought out a new version of these now, so these are like antique ones, but they still work brilliantly. They've got a chisel side and they've got a bullet nib. They're very juicy and they've got it marked on them as well. I've got another style of them. That's like a hexagonal, and that's a hexagonal too. I've got some of the grey ones. I've got this old style on them. So they're the same, pretty much, chisel and a bullet. So, if I get started now on a little time lapse and colour these in, you can enjoy some music and watch a time lapse, okay? So there we are, that's all finished. Fluffy as the Perminator and Toki as Toki Quinn, Harley Tokes, whatever you want to call it. Is there any other film stars that you'd like to see my cats as, or would you like me to draw your animals as film stars? Comment below or go on my Twitter, and if I get enough of them, I could make a video, I suppose. So to do this piece of art, I used these hybrid jewel markers just for the buckle and the computer writing on Fluffy's glasses, and then I used this pigment liner, and also that was off wish.com, and the Uniball Signo for the white highlights. Did I use anything else? No, just this Faber-Castell kneadable eraser. So comment below if you liked it, if you disliked it. All engagement is fantastic. We do have a moderator on the comments, so be aware and be kind. Or whatever views are fantastic, we really don't mind, we love all feedback. So if you like and subscribe, that's a big help as well. We'd love to have you around to see what else is coming. We plan to do a studio tour along with many other things, hopefully maybe a follow-up of this video. And that's it really. Bye from Toki and Fluffy, and bye from myself, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you very much.